It is just after 1:30. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. Thank you for being with us. It is Thursday, the 15th of April. We are officially midway through the month. A quick reminder happening this Saturday, would that be the 17th? Yeah, 17th. We've got Tower Porch Fest all across the Tower District at porches, businesses, houses. There's going to be musicians and artists, and you can learn more at Tower Porch Fest 2021 on Facebook. Us here at Central Valley Talk, we're right at Olive and Van Ness. We're going to have 4 performers performing between 4 and 8 p.m., so make sure you come out. My next guest, we're talking hair. Joining us live in our Tower District studios is Caroline Long with Hasami Hair Studio. Hi, Caroline.
Hello. Hi.
Welcome.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
And
good.
you?
I'm doing great. Great. The weather's nice.
It is.
A beautiful spring day here in Fresno. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You were on with an event, over 10 years ago here on Central Valley Talk,
I was
right?
with Rogue Festival. Yeah. And that's how I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool to be back.
Yeah. Well, welcome back. We're talking hair. And
Yes.
I want to first begin with the story of Hasami. You guys are located at Willow and Herndon?
Yes.
In Clovis.
In Clovis, yes.
How long have you been around for?
You know what? Because of COVID, just kind of changing things up, we needed to find a spot that was more on a one-on-one basis. And we actually are through a company called Sola Salons. And they have individual studios that you can rent out or lease out. And so Nez and I, my business partner, we decided, you know what, just to make our clients feel more comfortable and really make sure that our space is clean and make sure that everything is, up to code, we decided just after the first shutdown, okay, we're going to go ahead and do this. It was a little up in the air at first. So really, we've only been around for just a little over a year. Yeah. Now, obviously not open that whole time. so yeah.
But it's been, I'm sure, a interesting experience.
Yes.
To say the least.
Yes. I think with anybody who's in the industry for hair, nobody expected it for anything like this to happen. So when this did happen, a lot of us decided, okay, in this industry to figure out, okay, what are we going to do to make our clients feel more comfortable? How are we going to change up the routine so that, it is maybe more on a one-on-one or even with other salons that have more of a salon feel and there's multiple chairs, putting up partitions and all that. So it was a struggle at first, and also just feeling like we weren't allowed to work. That was hard because a lot of us we love what we do. We don't just do it just to do hair. We love it because we enjoy being with our clients as well. So when they finally gave us the go-ahead to first open up, which was just at the end of, I think, May into June, we were then only open for 7 weeks. And then we got closed again. And then I think it was about another month or so. And they then let us open again. And then we got shut down in January and then finally got to open again. So, it's been up in the air, but we're just all trying to go with the flow and all right, what's going on now? So, and I feel like now is the time where we've all been like, okay, we're getting back on track.
Yeah, because the vaccines are out, COVID
Yes.
numbers are going down,
Yes.
and by the grace of God, fingers crossed, we're going to get through this. So,
Yes.
I want to know what are your customers saying? What have they been saying now that things are opening up? Like, are they worried or are they like, oh my gosh, why did you have to be shut down so long?
I think a lot of people most women, well, even men though, even my men clients who, I think there's a therapeutic side of getting your hair done. And I think we really didn't realize that until we had such a long shutdown. We're like, whoa, this is actually, I feel more human when I get a haircut or when I'm able to.
Yeah, I don't have to use scissors at home by myself.
Oh, yeah. And Nez and I both saw some interesting things when people started going like, oh, you did a COVID haircut. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was.
Those would be funny. That would be funny to get a whole collection of people's,
Yes.
here's how I looked during COVID.
No, for sure.
And then the before and after. Of how
Yes,
you
for
fixed
sure.
them.
And there were some colors, we're like, you did your own color. Okay.
Right.
I think getting through it though, just seeing some of our clients when they finally did come back, they were just grateful, and so were we, just to see our clients again and have that moment where, it isn't, like I said, it's just not about doing their hair. You get to know the person sitting in your chair. Sometimes someone's sitting in your chair for 2 to 3 hours at a time. So, you really get to know them personally. And you feel like you're a friend with them in a lot of ways too. So that to me was such a blessing to know that, okay, even if it's just for a moment, to be with them and do a quick haircut. That to me was wonderful. So most clients, I say, were very happy that we opened back up, because they either were not wanting to do their husband or kids' hair anymore, or their own. And again, I think with most of us who were doing hair, a lot of us knew the protocols for how to be clean anyway. Even before all of this happened, we do so many hours of schooling that we were already using medical grade products to clean the salons and our tools that we use. So that we just took a step up and really made sure our clients were going to feel comfortable. And none of my clients personally ever felt uncomfortable stepping in the studio, but they definitely felt more comfortable knowing it was a one-on-one situation, because the place that I was at before, there were 7 chairs, and that's actually pretty small for most places, but knowing that they were going more where it's just me and it's just them, I think it made me even feel more comfortable too, knowing that I could really make sure everything was fully sanitized and disinfected.
What are some of the hairstyles that y'all are proud of?
Ooh, that we're proud of. Well, I am proud all the time of all my hairstyles that I personally do. I definitely think that right now, at least maybe the trend is the curtain bangs. I mean, I kind of am rocking them as well. That Farrah Fawcett kind of look is coming back in style.
It is.
The 90s kind of color hairstyles are coming back as well. We're in 2021 and everything kind of goes at this point. So I'm just happy that I can do hair. If my client wants something that maybe isn't my style, I'll give it to them, because if they love it and it's going to work on them and they're going to rock it and have confidence, well, let's do it then.
Yeah, and we're looking at some pictures right now next to you.
Yes.
Of the hairstyles. I think you bring up a good point. I think hair is changing.
Yes.
Now that we are in 2021.
Yeah.
And it's more of like this style's in, but this style is also in. It's a more eclectic mix,
for sure. Yeah. I would definitely agree with that. I think anything goes at this point. I've had a few girls that green is kind of in right now too. When you get into those, maybe so, fashion colors where you do all the kind of like punk colors. I've had a couple of people where, they do the undercut still, and it's almost a surprise when they put their hair up in a ponytail, and you wouldn't expect that off that person.
Sure.
I know you're never going to be out of style if you have some highlights through your hair. And that's kind of a go-to for most people if they just even want to add some dimension into their hair as well.
I've got a couple male friends in their 30s that they don't have gray yet.
Okay.
But they have explored with putting some gray.
Oh, okay.
In their hair. Is that in?
That is in. I would say that really became popular about 5 years ago or so.
Okay.
And it was more, I guess, even with women, where they were like, I want to go gray or really ashy, almost ashy blonde. And that was something that, you have to go through a process, right? Because you have to have the hair almost platinum blonde to even get it to that point. But now we're even seeing this really cool vibe where women who are naturally already gray, and men as well, are like, you know what? I've been coloring my hair for this long, but I actually want to go natural. And you can do that. Now make sure you're doing your homework and finding the right hairstylist to do that, because not everybody is, maybe that's not their niche, but to find someone that's going to be, something that they can do for you.
Very good, very good. We've got about a minute left. You serve primarily women?
You know, I do men and women's hair. Nez, who's my business partner, she primarily does women. So anytime she's got a men's cut, she calls me up. Hey, you know, I'll take. So I actually have my barber and cosmetology license,
Nice.
and so I know I don't do any shaving of the beard, but I do trims as well on the beard. But we definitely we serve everybody. I think at this point, like I said, most hairstylists we have a broad clientele, because you'll even get men who maybe have their regular barber they go to, but they want to maybe get their hair colored and their barber doesn't do that, so they'll come to us for the color. So sometimes there will be those collaborations between a barber cosmo or even two cosmetologists.
And what about kids?
I do kids.
You do, okay.
Yes. Everybody needs haircuts, especially right now.
Mm-hmm,
so if you guys are, you know, sick of doing your kids' hair at home, give us a call. Find us on Instagram and message us.
Yeah, you're at hasami.hair.studio?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. And then what are your hours of operation? Is it appointment only right now?
It is appointment only. Most places are like that, especially through Sola Salon. We actually even have the front door locked at the moment because we're just really trying to make sure that the only people in there are the ones who are getting their hair done.
It's
so
a
no
one-on-one.
It's a one-on-one, yes.
Which is very interesting because I think that will make a lot of people who are still afraid of COVID much more comfortable.
Yes.
Because a lot of places are not doing that.
Yeah.
So, and then what is, do you have a phone number if somebody wants to reach out?
You know, I would suggest go ahead and just contact us through, we do have a Facebook as well. You can find that through Hasami Hair Studios, and then also through the Instagram. We have our own personal numbers that we then end up using because each studio doesn't have its own landline that you can use.
Right. So it's easiest just connect online.
Yes, or you can even find us through Sola Salon.
Sola Salon.
Yes.
Perfect. Very good. All right, Caroline. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Good conversation, and hopefully things will just keep building for you guys.
For sure.
I mean, only a year old, and and here's to the future.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Herndon and Willow.
Herndon and Willow.
In Clovis.
Yes.
All right. Thanks again.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Good to meet you. All right. Coming up, we've got another live local guest. Stay with us. You're watching Central Valley Talk.